Miss Debbie Conway, and she was letting me know that we're having almost 200 foreclosures a month here in the Las Vegas Valley. If that's you or someone you know, we want to help you get out of trouble. I'm working with 5 clients right now who have mortgage crisis, which means that we could sell your home, save your equity. That's right. Sell your home. Save. If you can't catch up, listen, I have a list of foreclosures that are coming up in the next 3 and 5 weeks. They're going to be auctioning these properties on the block. Now, maybe you know someone that's on that list. They're behind in their mortgage. The banks are foreclosing. Not that the banks want to foreclose. The bank's purpose is to make money on the interest. So they don't want the property. They're not in the real estate. They want the interest on the money. So it would help them to keep you in a property. So that many of them have been modifying. But once you cannot get approved for the modification, many cases the banks have opted to foreclose on the property. Now, but I was looking at a file this morning. They have nearly $85,000 in equity. We have to sell the home quick because we only have until mid-September, meaning we'd have to sell it below market value to at least get you 80. I could get you more if we had more time. But when time is of the essence, we have to go with what we can. And based on the price recommendation that I've come up with, here's where I would suggest selling it for a quick sale. If I can get you 80,000, and look, you're losing a home. You've only got 30 days or less to try to get rid of it and get that 80, because if they sell it, your 80's gone. So if I can get you now, you know, many of you listen to the show. My last deal, we got $142,000 in equity for her. Now she was losing a home. She was in default. They had a sale date. As long as we could sell it before the sale date, that money is yours above whatever you owe and other fees that are there. Now, we want to talk about that with many of you because there are many who are hurting. We get it. We understand where the loss of income, loss of job, loss of spouse, divorce, whatever happened, it's happened. What the term we like to say, we're lifing out here, and sometimes life throws us a curveball we did not expect. So again, 702-349-0162, 702-349-0162. Greg Deville, Deville Realty Group. Now, we like to spotlight the month of August is Business Awareness Month. We like to bring awareness to many businesses that are out in the Valley. Had the pleasure of meeting this young woman, and she's a great person to know, personality, just wonderful. And I wanted to spotlight their business. Monica is with Renewal of Southern Nevada. Good afternoon, Monica. So glad to have you in the studio with us today. How are you doing?
Good.
Great.
Great to be on the show. I listen to you a lot.
Yes, thank you so much. And I did remember last week we were at the Multiplication Network. Now those that are listening, every Wednesday we do have the Multiplication Network, which means that we get together and network our business right there at Mariposa Cantina at Sahara in Decatur. For more information, you can contact me, 702-349-0162. Bring your business cards, bring your link, whatever that might be. Let's link your business with other business owners who need your service. Much like Monica with Renewal of Southern Nevada, I wanted to give you a chance to talk about what your business is and bring some notoriety. So go ahead and tell the audience what your business is all about and how you're helping Southern Nevada.
Okay, thank you, Greg. So Renewal of Southern Nevada really is a restoration company. So as you're talking to homeowners, we want to make sure that homeowners have insurance on their homes. And if there's an unfortunate disaster, such as fire, smoke, or water, which we know that the water is very hard here in Las Vegas, and your clothes or any of the textiles are damaged, we can come in and service those items for you.
Yes. And I recently did have a client that she's passed on. It's probably been almost 2 years ago now. And she called me. Somebody referred her to me to sell her home. She was pretty ill at the time, but she had a fire. And I learned that the company did take all of her items. They cleaned it. Everything was like brand new. They brought it all back. And so you're providing that same type of service so people don't have to say, well, I lost all my clothes because of the water damage.
Oh, correct, correct. And what's nice is that we work directly with the insurance companies, so
Yes.
there's nothing out of pocket for the homeowner. And then we work with the adjuster, the entire mitigation team, there to try to restore as much as possible from what they might have lost.
Now, is that just clothing, or that's even other items like furniture, things that maybe not have gotten burned, but they got the
Yeah,
smoke,
yeah. Yeah.
yeah,
So
all of those.
so for us, it
Mhm.
has to be textiles. Because here in Las Vegas, I run Boston Cleaners, which is dry cleaning. So it has to really be like garment care, textiles, anything of fabric. We can
Okay,
replace rugs,
curtains. Yeah, go ahead.
curtains,
Mhm.
drapes. Yes, because often your household items will match or be custom, or
Mhm.
those kinds of things. We can definitely restore them.
Right, right. And then you
Mhm,
mentioned briefly there Boston Cleaners. Now, tell us
mhm,
what that service you're providing. I
mhm.
remember meeting you on that note.
Yes. So
Yes.
Boston Cleaners is a local high-end dry cleaner here in Las Vegas. We have three locations where we offer garment care, household cleaning, as well as pickup and delivery.
Okay, pickup and delivery. So those
Yep.
comforters that you can't get in the machine, they
Oh,
just don't.
definitely.
You could get them in there. They just don't seem like they wash it right. It's just you get it out, and there's a section that's still dry. Like this didn't
Right.
get, yeah.
For sure. And we do an hour and a half clean cycle for all of our comforters.
Okay,
So,
so that's a process. Okay, very
mhm,
good, very good. Now, are we just so you did mention that we are picking up items from individuals. You'll come and
mhm.
pick up and deliver.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
So is that an additional cost that incur? uh, Explain that service. So someone who's very busy, they leave early in the mornings. They've been carrying around the dry clothes in the trunk of their cars,
Mhm,
right?
mhm,
They've been having
mhm.
it in the car. And when they get off, it's closed. So the
Right.
service, what's that
Right.
additional? What's
Yeah.
that fee like, or is it per
So,
mile?
yeah, so basically the way we do it is we have a VIP program. If you do pickup and
Okay.
delivery with us every week, there's no additional charge.
Oh
And
wow.
so, and so we have actually we it's set up really like a concierge service
Okay.
where we have an actual home delivery manager, Emery, who actually manages that service, and you contact his direct our business line, and you schedule with him for pickup and delivery.
Now, does it have to be so many? How many garments are we expecting to?
No,
I
sir.
mean,
It doesn't have to be a certain amount of quantity or a certain dollar amount. It just has to be a weekly service.
so you want to sign up for the weekly service?
Correct.
Okay, so what does that look like for us? Give me an example of what that may look like for a person like
That could be
myself who
pick up
do
on.
office.
Okay,
Hmm.
so you could pick up on Tuesday and deliver back to you on Tuesday. Or if you need it
Okay,
quickly, we could do Tuesday to pick up on Friday. We're very flexible with how we work with our clients. So, for example, we do a lot of the tablecloths for some of the churches up in North Vegas. So we
okay,
pick up from them on Wednesday and we deliver back on Friday in
okay,
time for
okay.
their events for the weekend.
Okay, so commercial as well as residential items. I'm
Definitely.
thinking to the person who wears suits every day, maybe police officers, people who wear uniforms, who
Sure.
you forgot to drop it off. You meant well, you just time got away in the
Right.
clothes. You
Right.
got there, you pulled on the door,
Yeah.
or you got there and the lights was out. Ask me how
Yeah.
I know. I got
Yeah.
there and the lights were
Right.
out, but they were in there, but the
Right.
lights were out.
Right. So what we
So
do is we have a rush service for that. So for all
okay.
your uniforms, those that need their stuff like, right away, your service in the community have a very important gig to get to. You want to wear that favorite outfit that makes you feel great. We're there for you. So you just give us a call and we make arrangements. We even do same day service at our Southern Highlands location.
Southern Highland. Okay. So
Mhm.
give me the addresses to the different locations so I can know which one I want to use. Now, let me ask you before that. The so can we drop off? I heard you say same day service. Are we able to drop
Mhm.
off so that because my time is tight from waiting for him to come? Maybe might be easier for me to deliver it or drop it off, right? What are the different locations and can I drop them off and maybe get the same day it's at a certain time? So
Okay, so
yes.
if you get it in by 10 a.m., you
Okay.
can have same day at the Southern Highlands location, which is
Okay.
located at 10530 Southern Highlands Parkway, right at Cactus and Decatur.
Okay. Okay.
And
All
then you
right.
also have we also have a Southwest location, which is right at Flamingo and Wallapai.
Okay.
And that's right next to the Albertsons.
Okay. And you mentioned there was one more.
There's one more location that we have in Summerlin that's right across the street from the Red Rock Casino in the Costco shopping plaza.
Okay. Costco, Summerlin.
And,
I'm writing this down. Okay. Okay.
mhm.
Go ahead. And
And
now
that's the
you want
same
to,
thing if you drop off by 10 a.m.
10
And
a.m.
then
pickup.
10 a.m.
Now
drop
you
off.
10 a.m. drop off,
Drop
pick up.
off.
What time do you close?
We close at 6 p.m.
6 p.m. Okay. So if
Mhm.
I drop it off before 10 on my way, what time do you open? So I know how
Well, we
to
open at 9.
9 a.m. Okay. You got an
Yes.
hour in that time.
Mhm,
So you open at 9 a.m.
mhm,
and that's every location, close at 6 p.m. every location.
mhm.
Okay. But in the event, let's say I'm at the office and I
We
set
can
up
pick up
who
at the office, Greg. We
okay,
make
that's
it
cool.
easy.
That's
We make it
okay.
easy. We have a
Okay.
few real busy professionals, legal
Yes.
clientele that would prefer to bring their items or they know it's in their trunk,
Yeah,
right, at
yeah.
their office location. They just send us a text. We send a reply for time and we just come and pick it up. We make it easy.
Okay, so what's the number for the text to do this? Because this sounds like what I need for my busy self.
Okay, hold on. Let me get that for you.
No worries, no worries. So again, the Flamingo, Summerlin, and Southern Highlands. Okay, Southern Highlands. All right. So these are today we're talking with Monica, who is working with Renewal of Southern Nevada. And go ahead if you got that number. What's that number? Are you there? You seem to have frozen on me. Okay. All right. While the engineer gets that worked out, in the meantime, those of you that are listening, we're talking about mobile dry cleaning service as well as Renewal of Southern Nevada, which is a specialty cleaning and restoration firm that helps in the event of a casualty, fire damage. We know that items can get have a problem with items, and so they do provide that service. But more so, I think something we use regularly all the time is their mobile and their dry cleaning service. I'm like, wow, this is great. So I met her I want to say last year we talked about it. Um, it's very important. I know getting your uniforms and your suits and those items taken care of. Um, Wanted to bring another black business in the forefront. If you can support, by all means. I know sometimes you have your local cleaners, which are right near you in your neighborhood, and you kind of. But listen, if those times when I know I've carried my clothes around and I still forget to stop, phone rang, got busy, literally passed up the cleaners. Have you ever passed up the cleaners because you were busy and you just remembered you had another appointment and you're running? I know for us busy professionals who are mobile, we're running our businesses and sometimes time just gets away between the phone and the appointments. The mobile dry cleaning service, I believe, and let me say this, it may cost a little bit more than normal, right? You may pay a little more, and I appreciate the service. At the end of the day, I'm supporting another business, people that look like me. And I know at times that, our prices have to be a little, because what we don't have sometimes is the ability to buy bulk and save and pass on the savings to our clients. And sometimes our service may be a little bit more than normal, but I think the convenience is worth it all. I think the convenience of having someone come to my home or to my office, I just put it in the bag, in the trunk, or what have you, however you do that, have those items prepared, number them, how many garments you have. They'll pick them up from you. And there are several locations in the Southwest areas of pickup. And again, they'll come to you. So I think that alone is very helpful in the time we're in. And I know sometimes money can be tight, but driving to where they are, I feel for me, it's probably more feasible to have them come get my suits. They bring them back nice and clean. So I'm going to be giving them a call as well to utilize. I'm glad I ran into her last week to remind me. Because again, we're all busy. Is that right? I mean, in the real estate right now, the way things are looking, it's a buyer's market. So many buyers are having many opportunities or properties available. And so the choices are out there. So right now you can get a nice home under $400,000-500,000. And guess what? The great advantage to that is your interest rate. Yeah, it may be a little bit higher, but so is rent. And rent continues to increase. So with that being said, even if you're paying 7, why? Because you're paying 100% when you rent. So while we're buying a little time as Monica's coming back on board, don't forget, get into home ownership. This is the perfect time. Quit worrying about an interest rate. Quit giving that landlord 100%. And then if he decides to sell, in fact, I recently, as I'm doing the foreclosure things, I'm finding some of these are rental homes and people are paying rent and the landlords aren't paying the mortgage and they're in trouble. And so unfortunately, I've got a couple of those properties that there are tenants in there and the landlords are up for probate, up for foreclosure. So, I just think it's important, especially if somebody's giving you the money down, right? Somebody's giving you the money down. So let's bring Monica back on. Monica, are you there? Yeah. So again, as we're talking about mobile delivery, let's get involved. I think it's great. And there's no additional cost. So with that being said, it's a great market. I think if you help them stay in business, how many of you know it's very important? And if you're a business owner, how important it is for your business to maintain existence by the support of the community. And it's platforms like mine and others that help keep the word out. So we're spotlight shining today. Monica Young, who is with Boston Cleaners, as well as with Renewal of Southern Nevada. And again, that's a specialty cleaning company for garments. And if you have curtains and draperies and things that you like, of course, it doesn't have to be a damaged product. It could just be you want to have them done. They'll come by, pick up those items from you and bring them back. And then she was mentioning that they also do a 1-day service. If you get it in by 10, get it out by 6. So Monica, you're back. Let's talk about for a minute the phone number, the contact information
Yes.
to make that pickup. Yes.
Okay, so the contact information to make that pickup is going to be Emery, and the cell phone number is 702
Okay.
491
Yes.
2928.
2928. Okay. Do we need to give how much advance notice? If I said I want to have it picked up today, what is it a same day call pickup, or should I ask to, consider, can it be picked up tomorrow? What's that like for us?
Usually, if you ask for a same day pickup, same day charge, that kind of thing, we can work that out with you. But for the most part, we usually do pick up one day and usually deliver back at a certain time frame. So either you'll be on a route surface if you're part of our VIP program, where it would be weekly.
Okay.
Or
Okay.
it could be usually at all of our locations. We usually do a normal 2 business day turnaround
2 business
for
days.
your
Okay.
items.
Yeah.
So if you drop off on Monday, it's back on Wednesday. And then for the last year or so, we have been opening at one of the stores just on Sunday for a few hours.
Okay.
Those that are busy kind of during the week, maybe after church or something, they want to get their items for the week. We're open from 10 a.m. to 2 p.m.
Oh yeah.
at the Southern Highland store.
10 a.m. so they could get that and go home and put that outfit on for the service, because that's what they meant to do. I meant to get that. I was gonna wear that tomorrow. I was gonna kill them tomorrow with this outfit.
Right.
But now we talk about the weekly VIP. So it's a weekly or a monthly VIP. Talk a little bit about what does that look like?
What it could look like really is pretty simple. Just like you're familiar with DoorDash or any of the pickup and delivery kinds of services, we do it kind of the same way. If there are gate codes and those kinds of things, for many of the properties, we do have permission to go in, meaning they have a special vendor code where we have our van that goes through for pickup and delivery. And if there are gate codes, or if you want it left in the garage, or if you have someone else you like it left with, or left on the front door, or whatever, we follow whatever directions you give us for being able to handle your items.
Right. So you mentioned that this would be like a VIP club, like you would join. So I become a member. Talk to me about the membership and its costs. What is that? What is
Okay.
that like?
So the membership, we actually don't charge
Okay.
you anything. We charge you a small fee maybe for your custom bag, because some people want garment bags,
Okay.
all items hanging, and some people might want wash and fold. So we have a wash and fold bag that we provide. Yeah, we have many doctors that'll do like scrubs, get their scrubs just wash and fold
Oh,
on
okay.
a weekly basis. So we wash them and we fold them back and we put them back in their bags.
Okay. So we can get a garment bag.
Mm-hmm.
Um, Now, so it's a free just to join. It's free to join. Free 99. Am I
Mm-hmm.
hearing that right?
Mm-hmm.
Free 99, no cost
Yes,
to
sir.
join. Become a member. Are you so is it expected of us that every week we should have this service, right? It should be
Sure, but if you're going out of town, if there will be a
Mhm.
small delay, if there's a, unfortunate situation where you can't, be available, you can say, you know what, we need to skip this week, or we need to
Okay.
skip the next week. So we're going to join
Okay.
back in 2 weeks. We're very flexible to work with
Okay.
our
So
clients.
So when we talk about pricing per garment, say if I have my suit, because I wear a lot of suits, I think in my profession, suits are the thing,
Hmm.
right? It just gives the
Hmm.
professionalism. I
Hmm.
have a few suits that I need to have taken in, and I've been sitting them right there, and I see them, and I say I'm gonna do it, and I'm glad I ran into you because I know we talked before, and for whatever reason, we out here lifing. Is that right? We
That's
out here
right.
lifing,
That's right.
and so
So
that's why I
for
want to, yeah. Hmm.
So for you, Greg, we do have alteration services.
Okay,
So
alteration, yeah.
even if you were to put a note on an item of
Hmm.
something that needed mended or hemmed, you just mentioned a suit that needs to be taken in, we can do that for you as well because we have a seamstress on site. She's
Okay.
actually a dressmaker, full tailor that can, handle all those kinds of needs.
Oh, okay, okay. A little bit about pricing. Let's talk a little bit about because people always want to know. And I did mention, I understand business is sometimes it costs us a little bit more because we're providing a bit more of a service
Hmm.
versus your
Hmm.
just drop off at your local cleaners and hope you get off on time to make it before they close, right?
Hmm. Hmm.
So when we talk a little bit about, I've got 4 suits that I need to have taken, not altered or anything, just dry clean, just
Hmm.
wearing
Hmm.
in the blazers, or maybe I wear the slacks, didn't wear the coat, but I wanted to ask because this just came to my mind. Dry cleaning a pair of pants and not doing the coat all the time because I don't always wear the jacket. Does the discolor over time separate the colors, or should I? Is it best to do both at the same time every time? I've always wondered that.
Well, with us, we have a what we call a very delicate process that we use. We don't
Okay.
use a lot of the same chemicals that many of the dry cleaners might use locally. We're
Uh-huh.
very eco-friendly. You have no smells in your items. So with us, you can bring just your pants and not
Okay.
your jacket, and it should be
Okay.
fine because we don't
Okay.
use anything that what we will call color lift of
Oh.
any of your dyes. And you'll
Ah.
find that in many of the higher pigmented kinds of garments, like some of the Indian garbs or some of your high-end fashion will have those
Okay.
deeper colors. So with us, if it's black when it comes to us, it'll still be deep, that deep color black.
Okay. Okay. That's a question I've always asked. Now, still want to get back to this price. So I have 3, 4 suits in there that I need to arrange, but I want to arrange more than just suits. I think I want to do shirts because you guys are doing the shirts.
Hmm.
Um, everything, right? The shirts and
Sure.
the suits and the
Shirts, your
dresses.
ties, your
Yeah.
dresses, any garment that you have, we can take care of for you.
Do I
Because we
need to
even do
pin
wedding gowns.
wedding gowns? Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. So sometimes there's a spot that you can't. I may have when I take it to the other people, I say, "Can you make sure that spot is out of there?" What about when you get an ink? Sometimes you put a pen in your pocket, and it may have dripped right there on right below the bottom of that slat on the suit. Ink spots. Are you all able to kind of work with those kind of items, get those things out?
We will try every garment
Okay.
and every stain. with
Okay.
us. People have been pretty shocked of some of the
Mhm.
before and afters, but
Okay.
there is no guarantee
Right.
because
Okay.
number one is the type of ink. Gel
Mm.
ink is absolutely the worst
Oh,
for being able to get out of any
okay.
garment.
Okay.
Okay, and then and also the fabric because fabrics are
Mm.
different. We
Right.
might see that, oh, it's just cotton or whatever, but cotton from, you know, China or cotton from Vietnam, cotton from Guatemala, it all interacts differently. So
Mm.
we're textile experts. We're going to work on your clothes and we're going to try to make sure we do the best garment care for you.
Do I need to put a pin on it to kind of make it stand out? Or, you pick something up and I was out. Do I need to put a pin because you're going to do a pickup? I may not be here, but I have a garage code that you can bing, bing, bing. It'll be sitting right as the garage opens. It'll be sitting and that garment bag. I think I want to order that too. Um, how many can the garment bag hold? That's pretty tall. Is it
How
like a
many
trash bag?
can a garment bag hold? A normal garment bag could probably hold about 15 to 20 garments.
Okay, so one gun. Yeah, I don't
Mhm,
think I ever have
mhm.
that many at one time. But okay, so a garment bag. What do they cost? And for those,
$5.
$5. Okay, so you can almost order two just to have, just in case your daughter wants to send something, or your son, or whomever, your husband, your wife. Okay, okay. Now we want to talk about numbers because I'm doing. Let's say I do a suit. What are suits running to have this two-piece suit that I have, just for somebody saying, well, what's the cost? Because I know it may be a little bit more than average going because you're providing something more
Mhm.
greater
A
um,
two-piece suit is
value.
around $30.
Okay, there you go. So now
Mhm,
we get it. Okay, so we have an
mhm.
idea of the pickup, what that would look like. Um, the service is what we're paying for.
Oh,
That
for
that
sure.
yeah, that service, and what we know prices are. The convenience is really the big ticket. The convenience.
Mhm,
Um, I would hope that some of our officers and those that, like you said, wear the medical garments,
mhm, mhm,
having them clean on a regular basis for their job. And you do provide. Now, you talked about the wash and fold.
mhm.
So you're providing that as well.
Yes. We
Regular
have
laundry.
a few customers that only send us like their gym garments, you
Okay.
know, their t-shirts, their scrubs
Yeah.
or something like that. Yeah. It's just for wash
Okay.
and fold.
Okay. Okay. Well, certainly we wanted to make sure that we're bringing you um, the Las Vegas Valley and the surrounding areas, some businesses that can help provide a service that many of us are needing on the regular basis, but with yet a convenience. I think the convenience is so powerful. Um, just want to make sure that I'm getting it out. Now, that contact information for Emory, for those of you
Mhm.
that are interested in a pickup, was 702-491-2928. And so if you want to get a hold of Emory and make that appointment for a pickup, I think would be beneficial to everyone. And then you're helping a black-owned business. We always want to try to keep us afloat, right? As a real estate broker, owner of a company, I certainly appreciate all referrals and every chance I get a business opportunity for someone to speak about it. Tonight is the network mixer there at Mariposa. We want to make sure that any business owners that you're coming out, like Monica, I ran into her last week. Guess what? We're touching bases this week and we're on radio. So I'd love to bring opportunities to your business and let's help each other. Each one, reach one, teach one, and let's grow our business so that others will know the services you provide. As a real estate broker, I'm always needing referrals, right? One of the big differences between what you do and what I do is once I sell a home, I'm done with them. For the most part, they're not going to buy another home for 5, 7, 10 years, right? In your case, you're going to do a weekly service. You're going to do a service. Now, if every week, can I set a certain date every week that I want to have items picked up? And then your drop off can be accommodating. It doesn't have to be same
Yeah,
day, but every week I can
correct.
have, okay. Okay. So it could be a routine Thursday pickup and it'll be back by the following Thursday. Am I hearing that correctly?
Correct.
And then when you're dropping off, you could possibly be picking up again.
That's right. That's usually the way it works is pick up and drop off.
pick up. So every week you're getting your garments done, drop off. You got some more for the week. There you go. There you go. Good stuff. Good stuff. Well, certainly, Monica, we appreciate you taking the time out of your busy morning to share with the Las Vegas Valley and the Greg Deville Wealth Building Podcast. We do this every Wednesday, so we wanted to give you an opportunity to really talk about your business. So thank you so much for tuning in. And the locations, again, somebody's wanting the addresses, or can they just call Emory and get the different
They can call
location
Emory.
address?
Yep, that's
Okay,
fine.
okay.
Yep.
So Emory, again, everybody, is at 702-491-2928. Get with him and he will give you the information that's needed to get those items picked up and join the VIP. What do you call it? VIP? What did you call
We
it?
call it the VIP program. And so,
Okay,
as a
VIP
part of the
program.
VIP program, we have a thing where we really are into recycling, giving back to the community. A lot of those kinds of, perks that we offer for our clients. And we're doing even client appreciation. We do twice a year.
Okay.
So I'll be sending you more information, Greg, about that.
Okay. All right. Well, then anything else you want to have as parting words before we close out this segment that you would like to tell the listeners?
No, I'd just like to thank Greg for the opportunity. You're definitely a part of Vegas. You've been great to mentor and work with since I've met you, and tell everybody, don't be afraid. Buy a house,
There you go. Or sell a house. Some people need to
sell a
sell
house,
their home.
right?
You could sell a house too, because somebody asked me, "Well, do you sell homes?" I hear you talking about buyers. I'm big on the buyers only because people are paying rent, Monica, and rent
Right.
always goes up. It's like it
That's right.
never goes down. Rent just increases, and so I was mentioning to my listeners earlier that foreclosures are on the rise. Right,
Mm-hmm.
we're getting nearly 200 foreclosures a month
Mm-hmm.
via the county recorder, and
Mm-hmm.
that's only because of the economy, our new administration with layoffs and so many things that we've had as issues, right? But those that need to sell, certainly want to help you get out of foreclosure trouble. People don't know they can sell them, even though you can't catch up on the payment. You could sell the home. People think, well, they're going to give me a foreclosure, and it is sad that sometimes people not reading the mail. And I've had people who they foreclosed on their home and sold it because they were afraid to read the mail. And that's really tough.
Yeah.
So I tell people,
Yeah.
even though you're in trouble, read the mail, because if you get that notice of a sale date, I've got 5
Mm-hmm.
properties that are going to be sold by September 29th. So if
Mm-hmm.
we
Mm-hmm.
don't
So they
sell
can
these
call
homes,
you, right, Greg?
yeah,
If
right.
they
Call me
have.
direct. Yeah, call me
Mm-hmm.
at directly 702-349-0162, and let's talk about selling that home. I
Mm-hmm.
got a lady just about a year ago. I got her 100, and I knocked on her door. I said, "Ma'am, you're on the list. You're going to be foreclosed on in 45 days." And she says, "I know, and I've been trying to come up with the money." I'm like, at this point, it's no coming up with the money unless you're coming up with. I think she owed 200 and something out $1,000. I said, unless you're coming up with 200, what the bank is foreclosing on, there's no coming up with that. Now, the best we were able to do is we could sell it and save it. And she walked away with $142,000,
Mm-hmm.
just selling the home, and that's the equity that was left in the home. So there are many people who have equity and just don't know what to do. And
Mm-hmm.
I feel it's my mission to make sure that I'm getting the word out. Here's what we can do for you.
Mm-hmm.
There's no advance fee. There's no retainer fee with Greg Deville's team. There is no fee of front cost. Everything is paid at the end, just like the bank. And you'll get that profit, that equity out of the money, out of that profit that comes. It's yours. I got a guy today I'm going to be meeting with. He's getting between 80 and 95,000. But guess
Mm-hmm.
what? They're going to foreclose by the 29th of September. So take the 80 or 90,000, right?
Mm-hmm.
And sell the house, or they take the house and you get nothing but a new knock on the door from from the new owner asking you to vacate.
Mm-hmm.
And so unfortunately, this is where we are. It's the market we're in, but we're just here to help. Like your service is so helpful. You provide a service that people really do need. That's much like us. We're just providing a service people really do need. So thank you again, Monica, for your time this afternoon. Everybody, Monica with Renewal of Southern Nevada, also with Boston Mobile Cleaning Service, that they come out and pick up and drop off. So again, that information for Emery, who's working with the mobile delivery pickup, is 702-491-2928. Monica, thank you again, girl. We'll be talking to
Thank
you.
you.
Hopefully I'll maybe see you tonight, okay?
That's
At
right.
the
Take
event,
care.
Mariposa.
Mhm.
All right. Have a great day. All right. Okay, Las Vegas. Well, we're about out of time. Our show was great today. We gave great information. And again, don't forget, if you're in trouble with your mortgage, sell the home, save the equity. If you don't have a mortgage, don't worry, we can help you. And the great part about a mortgage is it's a fixed rate. Did I say fixed rate? What does that mean? That means that the mortgage you start with today is the mortgage you'll end up with in 30 years, the same rate. It doesn't change. It's a fixed rate. It's locked in, and it always remains the same. So instead of guessing if the landlord is going to go up next year, 200 to 150, whatever the case, we don't deal with that with the mortgage. In fact, if you don't pay your rent by the 5th, they give you an eviction notice by the 7th. By law, they have to give you notice. Whether you tell them you're going to pay it on the 10th, by law, they still have to serve you that notice. So we want to make sure that you're understanding those kind of things that's just law. Banks are, again, as I mentioned before, banks do not want your home. You're paying attorneys to stop a foreclosure. Attorneys cannot stop a foreclosure. You signed a promissory note, you would pay the payment, just like a car repossession. It's just a house repossession. If you don't pay, you can't play. Give up the house, right? It's just, I'm just giving it real what it is. They will take the car. I know people hide the car out as if, they're not going to find it. And they do find it every time because they have what was called trackers. I know you thought you could hide it out, but I saw a tow truck. The guy had it pinned in behind another car so they wouldn't take the car. The tow truck bagged up on the lawn. He took the lift, bagged it under the wheels, turned the car sideways. It took him 2 turns. He pulled it right out of there. So, if you can't pay, you can't, you can't pay, you can't play. End of the day, people are in trouble. I'm here to help you. Don't be embarrassed. What's embarrassing is when they put the foreclosure notice on the door and everybody know you got at least if you sell it, nobody knows anything. It just went up for sale. They don't know you lost it. People concerned about people knowing your business. At the end of the day, if the bank foreclosed, everyone knows you got foreclosed. Versus Deville Realty selling it, put a sign in the yard, property for sale. They don't know any financial problems that you have. It doesn't matter. It's nobody's business but your own. We just want to help. 702-349-0162. Greg Deville with Deville Realty Group, here to help you with all your real estate needs and get things done. I'm having a little short on my cord there, so if you see me pulling on that cord, I'll have a new one by next week. Nonetheless, 702-349-0162. Greg Deville with Deville Realty Group. The name you need to know right here in the Valley. Real estate is what we do. I've been in real estate in Las Vegas. Got licensed in 2005. So 20 years. 20 years. That's right. But I've been in real estate over 42 years, helping families, with real estate. So that's just what I do. My dad raised me in this business. So it's what I do. Before I go, 702-349-0162, or go to my YouTube channel at Greg Deville for any shows that you may have missed. We want to be able to, speak with you. Those of you that have probate matters, we do have attorneys on standby to help you deal with the probate matters. So whether buying or selling, Greg Deville can help. All right. So Las Vegas, I'm about to go. It's about that time. We have had a great show. Once again, Wednesdays at 12 noon, the Greg Deville Wealth Building Podcast is here to speak to you about more opportunities available. So until I talk to you next time, may God's best be yours. Take care.
Yeah. Jones, hey. Greg Deville was at it, man. Hey. If you want the real, holla at Greg Deville. He'll tell you how to do it. Now get to it. If you want the real, listen to Greg Deville. He'll tell you how to do it. Now get to it. I'm talking real estate, building wealth, making money for your family and yourself. Now tune in. We here to help you.